Hey guys, sorry about that. Last video was 6 minutes. I didn't check this in my mind. I know 4:34, so I remember that. Sorry for the pause. I had to tell my sister something. All right. So we left off last time with this. Now we're gonna work on the done real quick. Actually, yes. So now they should be able to edit this and be like, this is a wonderful script, and anyone who not everyone who uses it will love it. Editing on the fly. Sorry about that. Alright. No, so VART because you and my class get elemented by ID child in it. Now, see, remember how we set the value? So E type value, remember how I said that? We had to do that if we're working with text fields. So now the value. So now we have the values from here. Okay. Okay, that's the document. Okay. Ready? Okay. Now we need to edit the title to the back to normal, body to the back to normal, and edit. Now basically we just want to send this to the, we'll send this to this. Edit me. Click. And we want to include ID again that we set to done. That way they can go back and edit it if they want to keep. So as you can see, it changed. Alright, so now it's basically just changing the appearance. If they reload, it goes back to normal. So now we need to go back to this and put on key up and on key down. This basically means on key up is whenever they press, and like a key down is when they press. So basically, as they type, it'll be doing update. Hey, so we need to do the same on key up, and we need to take this feature and put it in the title, so they'll be able to edit it. Alright, and there you go. Sorry about that, I have to go get yeah. Sorry, I'm talking about this. I had to get a paper. Alright, so now we have to work on the update. We have to work on the update so that you went to the much, bro. Oh, sorry, talking about sister. It's kind of cold in here. I know I said Saudi Arabia it's hot, but I put on the AC. We're in my room now. We were in the living room before, and they're kind of cold, so I told them to use the blanket. You don't really care now, do you? Don't. But sorry about that. So now, as they type, I'm working on the as they type one. It will call the function update, which will then get the value and send it. So before we create the update function, we need to create the get HTML object, which will allow it to send the value to script. Okay, so var XML HTTP we basically see when you create a variable, you don't have to give it an ID. If when see there goes the AC again because my sister's are hot. Because they're putting on XML HTTP. Sorry about that. HTTP request. Okay, now I like to declare the else and everything before I actually really do stuff. Yes, and that's just me. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I don't remember the HTTP request off by heart. So it's just I use it a lot because I've declared it once, and I include. And if you notice, this file is on every single one of my sites. See, this is what we're creating. So yeah, see, this is what we're creating. So it's on every single one of my sites. So sorry about that. It's just I'm kind of zoning for a moment. As you can see, the video is being uploaded. I do that a lot in my videos. I show you guys it's being uploaded. So I'll just go ahead and paste and explain to you guys what's going on. Sorry about that. I don't really told you I'm new. Not new, but I just recently mastered it and I haven't remembered this off by heart. Okay, so var XML HTTP, that will create a variable which will hold the request I'll be sending back, and we'll be using that for later on. So as you can see, it tells you this is the code for all these browsers. Alright, if we know that XML HTTP request, that's basically the window if it has an unexpected request, because IE uses ActiveX object from IE 6 down, so we have to also take account. Then XML HTTP equals new XML HTTP request. That's the function that comes with JavaScript, and then return that. So then it'll return that, and if it's not null, we'll proceed. You'll see later, and then we create new active. So this and this is the same thing. It's just browsers use different ones, so that's why. And then it returns it like the same down here. And then if it can't do it, if the window doesn't have XML HTTP request, it returns no. Alright. So now update. Now we want to create a variable. Now you don't have to put var, you can just type out the thing, but I like to put var, makes it for sure. But this time I'm not. Object equals thing. Now the reason it's like that, sorry I'm wrong. Alright, remember the return, I was going to return a value, see, because we're calling to it, we're putting in a variable, so we need a value return. So now, if HTTP object is not equal null, because remember, we send back the request null if nothing happens, so then we don't need it to do that. Okay, then var page. This is the page we're sending to. So we're gonna call this, we'll create the page later. How about we call it um edit. And we'll call it, you have to actually create this. So update dot page view. Now we can send like a normal URL request. So now we need that t equals t and b equals b. And we haven't created the variable since I'm just showing you how the request will be, and then we'll go back and request variable. So then dp, because we created this and we sent back the request, so it sends back all these features along with it. Dot open, which then basically sends the request, it opens it up, and we're going to be using the get. Now along with the open, we need to send the page variable, and along with that we need to send true, so it turns back. Okay, now we have that set. So now http object dot set. Now this would send the feature, so then http object. Now this is because this variable we named that, so if we change this variable to g, then all these that subsequently follow would have to be G for its actual work. Just to let you guys know, on ready state change equals not set div is a function we're gonna create. Okay. Now, function set div. Alright. If HTTP object. Now this is saying if the state that it's in on ready state changes, then we call this function. So now what we have is a ready state equals 4. 4 means the request has been sent and we have been set data. 1 means it's beginning, 2 means it's patching through, 3 means it's sending data, and 4 means it's successful. If it starts at any, that means it hasn't done the work. So while this is doing it, on document dot get element dot id update status. We need to create that bar, that div we didn't create it in HTML because HTTP objects that response. Yes, I think it's response. I told you I'm not really that good with it. I mean, I know the rest. I just don't know the response. I know it's response something. See, I've created this. See, response text. I know it's response. I wanted to make sure. I mean, I know the rest by heart. I just don't know this and by heart this. So then that the request that we get from sending the script. So we can go out to this page, echo it out. So if it any data gets from that, we will set it to update status. So what we need to do is create div id equals update status dash div. Alright, else after this we'll stop document get element by id. Remember the images that we had? Yes, this is where they come in handy. Equals imgsrc equals loading.gif, and this will work. So next video I'll show you guys and catch you later.